Okay, so on to the next track in Meg's Underground Sound series, man. This one over here is called the Sweeplings, Carry Me Home. For those of you who don't know, all of the artists that we are reacting to are relatively small artists, relatively small channels, and I'm putting all of their details down in the description. If you can go and click on that, I'm also leaving links to their website. You can go find out more about them if you click on that. But go to their channel, support them. The whole point of the series is to actually drive some traffic to these people. And Megs has been kind enough to request a series so that we are able to do that. So if you guys could do that, I'd really appreciate it. This one over here, the artist is called the Sweeplings, Carry Me Home. Again, never heard of these artists, never heard of this song. The message over here is duo whose lyrics is who I absolutely love, alongside their voices. A little haunting, but it fits. So yeah, very intrigued, man. Let's see what we've got. This is the second one. If you haven't seen the first one, go back and watch the first episode of the series. I actually really like that song that we reacted to first. Let's see what we've got over here. For those of you who want to know more about the custom series product, I'm leaving the link down in the pinned comment. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we've got.
Carry me home when the light in my eyes does fade. Carry me home when the shadow comes to take me away. Lay down my bones, knowing I'll be in a better place. Release my soul, carry me home. Carry me home, there's a sour down in the ground. Carry me home, don't you weep for right and freedom bound. Lay down my bones, there is peace within the light I found. Release my soul, carry me home.
So basically saying, take my bones, there's peace in the light that I found. And then it says that there is peace in the light that I found. I actually think that is... Wait a second, I'm actually quite mesmerized by the actual vocal ability first. I love the actual video as it is in terms of like the forest and the earthy feel to it, right? And the fact that they're wearing white, right? So there's like a purity to this. It's giving me a bit of like a spiritual, religious type vibe to a certain degree. But let me not try and speculate too soon. Let's see how this progresses.
We find freedom my bones. There is peace within the light I found.
Sorry, I like that the lay down my bones, there's peace. It's like there's an acceptance essentially. So I've actually come to a point in my life where there is an acceptance, and if I have to go now and I have to lay my bones down now, put me 6 feet down now, I'll be content to say, you know what? I know that my soul is pure. I know that my soul is being cleansed. I'm good to go essentially. So I really like that. Again, definitely has sort of like a spiritual notion to it, or religious notion to it, whichever way you see it at the end of the day.
Release my soul, carry me home.
Beautiful voice. I love the fact that she's also walking barefoot in the forest, where she's like very connected with the ground, very connected with the earth, kind of humbling to a certain degree, right? So it's sort of like she's literally rooted. She's at ground level, she's at grassroots level, and she's down to earth to a certain degree. And it also kind of represents that this is kind of all you have. What you have is what you were given, and everything's rented at the end of the day. And all this beauty and whatever else you have over here is that's all that actually matters. It's how you connect with that is what's important. There's nothing over here that's flashy. It's nothing. It's simple, plain white clothes, which is supposed to sort of resemble peace and spirituality and things like that. And then the forest and the earth, right? The digging into the earth, which is kind of humbling, but also sort of haunting, like you say, to a certain degree, because it's like digging your own grave, right? And as much as that can feel like it has a certain level of disturbing finality to it, yet it's still very pure and real, specifically if you're at a point in your life where you feel like, you know what, I lived out my life the best I could, I lived out my existence, I played the most magnificent game I could, and I'm good. Wherever I go to from here, I know it will be pure and eternal. So I like that.
When the light in my eyes does fade, carry me home when the shadow comes to take me away. Laid on my bones, knowing I'll be in a better place. Release my soul.
Good production as well.
Carry me home.
Very good production. Clean sound coming through. It's kind of got like a bit of like a church hymn to it as well. Wow, what a beautiful guitar.
Quietly I feel your whisper settle on me. Quietly I'm carried on. Quietly I feel your whisper settle on me.
Geez, the guitar sound almost sounded like electronic to a certain degree as it came in, but those strings are so sharp with the way they came in that it actually adds something different over there. It had a bit of like a slight different frequency over there. Just try, listen to this again.
Quietly I feel your whisper settle on me. Quietly I'm carried on. Quietly I feel your whisper settle on me. Quietly you let me go. Quietly I feel your whisper settle on me. Quietly I'm carried on. Quietly I feel your whisper settle on me. Quietly you let me go.
I've always loved that imagery of human hands like picking up earth. I think it's such a humbling thing. It's like, actually getting your hands dirty with the earth over there. I don't know, for me it kind of plays into the authenticity and the fragility of life as well. It's like we come from this, we go back to this, and this also is the very element that grows everything, that everything spawns out of. I think it's a beautiful imagery, specifically when it comes to like the white dress, right, and the purity of that, and then also with the dark earthy tones that can be somewhat scary to a certain degree if you think about going back to it, but then somewhat beautiful if you can think what can grow out of it. You know what I mean? So I really love that they're adding those elements into it, because it does elevate the song into like a spiritual sort of sphere as well. I don't know if this is too much on a religious perspective as well, but I think it could be. It could play in that realm too. But yeah, really beautiful.
Quietly I feel your whisper settle on me. Quietly you let me go. Quietly I feel your whisper settle on me. Quietly I'm carried on. Quietly I feel.
Like if you didn't want that that guitar, I would have gladly taken that guitar off his hands. That guitar is such a beautiful, beautiful like instrument, and it's like, hey bro, if you didn't want it, I would have taken it from you, dude. Like seriously. Also beautiful. I love also the fact that the guitar is white. And then sort of breaking the guitar itself over there, it's like also kind of saying it's like the end of something, like the end of a career, right? There are musicians, because it could be like it's the end of the career, like everything goes down into the earth, even my talents. I don't know, but you guys let me know what your perspective is down below as well.
Quietly you carried on. Quietly I feel your wings beside along me. Quietly you let me go.
You know, this could also be something to do with marriage. Firstly, I see she's in the white dress, right, which is signifies that, you know, marriage to a certain, to the purity of a person that's going and getting married and things like that. They both had wedding rings on. This is where they would actually have the ceremony with the chairs over there, and it kind of feels like something's happened, something quite sort of sad and daunting happened to this marriage, that it's all kind of collapsed, but they're in its finality, they're getting kind of like a closure to it, right? I'm not sure. Either way, this was absolutely beautiful. So far, this is my favorite. I know we've only done 2, but this has been my favorite so far. You guys let me know what you think. And I'm leaving the links down. Once again, I'm leaving everything down in the description. Please do go support these artists. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!